Hi, I'm Joey Arnold. This is American English, and today we're going to talk about common mistakes in English speaking. And here are some examples. Number one, you want to answer a question, and let's say, for example, somebody says, how long have you been working here? And you say, I have been working here for 5 years ago. Wrong. Wrong answer. You say 5 years ago. They want to know how long. And so the second option is the answer. So you can say, I have been working here for 5 years. That's how long I've been working here. You don't really have to say long, but you're basically telling them how long, but you just say 5 years. How long have you been working here? For 5 years. Okay, when did you start working here? 5 years ago. Number two, okay? Number two. So you want to write the word, what week is it? In a month. You know, in a month, there are 4 weeks. And so you have to try to guess what word is week. Is it A or B? It's A. There are four weeks in 1 month. And now the next question is, what's the word for the opposite of strong? A or B? It's B. Weak. Opposite of strong. So you have to try to remember the A is for week, and the 2 E's are for weeks and month and time. Number 3, attribute and contribute. The difference here is the first one, attribute, has to do with your abilities and who you are, what you can do, your character, what you have to offer, to bring onto the table. And the second one is similar, but it's only talking about what you're doing, what you're giving. Like you can give somebody money, you can give somebody books, you can contribute your time, your services. So the second word is more general because it can talk about all these different things you can give, not just stuff from yourself, but money and other things. And the first one is less general. It's more specific because it's only talking about things that comes from you, from your character, from who you are. Number 4, all of a sudden, and then the sudden. Like, don't say all of the sudden, because that is too specific. And when you're too specific, then you can only use it for a certain scenario. And this idiom here, all of a sudden, is trying to describe something that says, like, something's happening randomly, but it's not specific. It's just it's like an accident. So you got the word A, because the A is not specific. It's very general. It could be anything at any moment. Sudden is trying to say a moment in time, but not specific like the word thaw, but it's like anything at some random time. Number 5, I am bored, not boring. Sometimes people say, I am boring. I'm so boring. Oh, this is so boring. My boyfriend is boring. And it's like, no, you are bored. I am bored, not I am boring. Maybe you could say, maybe there's a movie and the movie is boring, but people are not really boring in that way. I am bored, The movie is boring. Number 6, fun and funny. I'm having fun today. Okay, that's okay. I am having fun. I am funny. Maybe, but you have to remember that funny has a couple different definitions. Funny can be funny like LOL, laugh out loud, ha ha ha, you know, and that's really good when you're laughing. But then the other definition is like funny like weird, like, oh man, he's funny, he's weird, he's different, he's crazy, kind of funny. And so you need to be a little careful about how you say funny. So you want to say he's funny, he's funny, he's funny looking. That's more negative, and so you're making an insult. You're saying something bad, or you're trying to be honest, and you're trying to say something about how they are not good, something negative, crazy, something bad. And it's not the same as like, you know, they're fun to be with, they're really funny, and they make you laugh. That's a little different. So you want to say something different. If you're having a good time, you could say, I'm having a good time. I'm having a fun time. Today was very fun. And like, he's really funny, but if I say I'm funny, that's usually saying that I'm feeling not good. I'm feeling funny, like I'm feeling maybe a little sick. Number 7, PC, computer, and PC. Now, the first one is something that started with, I think it was IBM in the 1980s. They wrote this on some computers, but sometimes people forget what PC stands for. And PC stands for personal computer. So when you say PC computer, you are saying personal computer. And then the first C or the second C becomes repetitious. It's like you're saying the same word twice, which you don't really have to say. So it's not really necessary. It's like a waste of words. And so sometimes when you're speaking and when you're writing, when you're communicating, you want to make sure that you are concise. You want to be as concise as possible. You want to communicate the right amount of words, but not too many words. Not too little and not too much. You are like Goldilocks and the 3 little bears. Once upon a time, there was a girl, and she went in the forest. She went in the house, and she took some stew, like soup. And one was too hot, and one was too cold, but one was just right. She went into the bedroom, and one bed was too big, and one bed was too small, but one bed was just right. You gotta be just like Goldilocks. Goldilocks and the 3 little bears. You gotta be like a girl, even if you are a boy. There you are, you're Goldie. Goldilocks. They call her Goldilocks because she has some golden locks in her hair. I don't exactly know how she does it because I'm not a girl. All I can tell you is a little bit about English. And in English, try not to say too many words. Try not to be too repetitious, unless if you really want to, or if you really need to. Number 8, license and license. The first one comes from the UK, that's the United Kingdoms, and the second one comes from the USA, America. And the first one is used as a verb, only for a verb. when they're talking about this word license, they spell it with a C right here. There's a C before the E, but only for the verb. And then for nouns, they spell it just like America with the S. But in America, we spell it with the S all the time. And then there's other examples that we can talk about, the differences in spelling between American English and British English. But that is a video for another time.